and good morning. My name is Chloe Funkhauser. I am the social media manager here at the American Village. Here next to me I have Melanie Poole. She is our communications officer here at the American Village. As you can see in front of us, we've got some ingredients, maybe some different bowls and mixtures. Melanie, can you tell me about what we're doing here today?
I can, Chloe. We are creating a recipe from Mother's Cookbook, which is the cookbook Martha Washington used in her own kitchen. And today we are making for you pork and beans the old-fashioned way.
Awesome. I think we all love a good pork and beans.
Oh, yes.
Especially as we're moving from summer into fall here. This feels like the perfect little introduction into some of that maybe chillier weather, right? All right, well first I want to go ahead and go through the ingredients that we have here for the pork and beans. Now first what we have to do is make sure you get a pound of dried beans. You can get that from pretty much any grocery store. You can use pinto beans, really any kind of beans you like, but traditionally most people use northern beans. So that's what we have here, great northern beans. And you want to make sure you get these the day before you want to make your recipe, because you're going to have these soak in water overnight. And that's what we've done here. We've got this bowl here. Last night I went ahead and got a pound of these northern beans, filled them up with water and let them soak overnight. So
and
that's
Chloe,
what we've got here.
The shells have kind of come loose from the beans. Is that what you want to happen?
Yes, that shows that they're really absorbing that moisture. When you see those skins kind of peeling off, that means that the water's doing what it's supposed to. It's
awesome.
Soaking up that water. Now, the next step that we're going to show you here is just a little bit of the ingredients that you also need to have prepared. In addition to the great northern beans, you're going to want to have here some molasses. Right here we have Grandma's molasses, but you can use any kind of just original molasses. We also have some salt, of course, for seasoning. We've got some black pepper here for seasoning. Some baking soda here as well. This will help with the boiling process of the beans before we actually put everything into the pot to bake. And then lastly, another really important ingredient here is our salt pork.
Because you couldn't have pork and beans without the pork, right?
Exactly. But Melanie, can you tell us why it's important to have the salt pork specifically for this recipe?
Yes, well in the 18th century, no one had refrigerators. They had no mechanical way to preserve their meat. So the most common method was to salt it down. Salt is a preservative. The other thing they could have done was to smoke the meat. But this happens to be fresh pork that has been preserved in salt, hence the name salt pork.
Absolutely. Now, it's a little bit harder to find this kind of thing these days, as of course we have different ways of preserving meat, but you can find them especially in butcher shops. I even found this year just at our local grocery store. So it's not too difficult, but just make sure it's salt pork. All right, now the next step we're going to move to is putting these beans, we're going to go ahead and rinse them, wash them, and put them in this pot right here. Cover it with cold water and put it on to boil for about 30 minutes to an hour. So we're going to go ahead and move on to that step, okay? All right, now as you can see here, we have got our beans starting to boil. So we're gonna go ahead and set that 30-minute timer. As soon as these beans are done boiling at that 30 minutes, we'll go ahead and strain them and add them to that pot with that salt pork and molasses. Okay, so now that we have our beans boiling, getting those ready to go ahead and get the Dutch oven pot ready, according to the recipe, we are going to need to go ahead and rinse our salt pork here. So this is what Melanie is going to go ahead and do for us. So Melanie, explain here kind of how we're going to prep this salt pork.
So since the salt pork was cured in salt, it's obviously going to be very salty. And in order not to oversalt your dish, you want to wash some of that salt off. And then we are going to cut the salt pork into smaller pieces. So I've got my cutting board here, and I'm just going to slice it in smaller pieces that would be easier to eat in our dish. I think little squares are going to be good.
Yeah, just little bite-sized pieces.
Absolutely.
Kind of spread the love throughout the dish.
You know, when you get pork and beans out of a can, you get the little square nugget of the pork. And I know in my family, we always vied to be the one that actually got the pork in the pork and beans. And it looks like with Martha's recipe, everybody's going to get the pork in the pork and beans because there's a whole pound. So nice little bite-sized pieces that we will add to our boiled beans in our Dutch oven.
Beautiful.
Simple as that.
All right, so now that we have our other half of the pound of salt pork rinsed and cut up, we are going to do the other half a pound and just go ahead and layer the bottom of our earthen pot. Earthen pots, of course, is what they would use back maybe in the 18th, 19th century. We don't use those as much anymore, so we've got here a Dutch oven, which is about as close, I think, as we can get there. All right, we've got our salt pork layered, so now we're gonna go ahead as we follow the recipe and put in 2 to 3 tablespoons of molasses. Now, we have made this recipe a little bit larger than what it originally called for, so we're gonna add a little bit of extra molasses in here, because who doesn't love a little extra molasses?
I don't. So there's 3 and a little bit tablespoons of molasses on top of the bottom layer of our salt pork.
Wonderful. Okay, so now that we have officially finished our about 30 minute boiling of our Great Northern beans, we're just gonna go ahead and add some salt now after we've drained them, just so that we can go ahead and mix that salt in before we add it to our pot with our salt pork and our molasses. So we're just gonna give that a good stir. And Melanie, we have a little bit of softness that's been added to these beans, right?
We do. So if you look, if I crush them up against the side of the pot, they do smash. They're not entirely cooked yet, but after 6 hours in the oven, I should think they would be nice and soft.
All right, now we've got that in there, so we're gonna go ahead and pour them all into that pot with that salt pork and those molasses, just like so. Now, according to the recipe, after we go ahead and add in all these beans on top of that salt pork, you know, remember we've got that other chopped up salt pork ready to go. So as you've seen Melanie just do now, we've added those beans in. We've created a little bit of a hole, a crevice, and that is where we're going to add the rest of our salt pork that we prepared earlier. So here you can see Melanie going ahead and adding in that salt pork. Beautiful.
Right in the middle.
We're gonna go ahead and cover everything inside this pot here, all the beans and the salt pork, with hot water. We went ahead and just prepped our tap water here, made sure it was hot enough before we started filling it up. So here we go, we're filling up that pot. Make sure it covers all those beans. Let's put the top on. Perfect.
So we're down to the last hour of cooking our beans, and now it's time to take the lid off so that the salt pork on top can get crispy.
Oh my goodness.
That looks so good, and y'all, I wish you could smell these baked beans, or pork and beans.
Oh, this smells so good. All right, time
1
for last
hour
hour.
left.
All right, well, it looks like our timer is off and our pork and beans are ready. Melanie is pulling it out for us. Oh my goodness, look how gorgeous that is. Ooh, I can't wait to try some of that. That crispiness, you can smell it too. All right, Melanie's gonna give us a good stir. Ooh, look at that.
It absorbed all of that water and molasses and salt pork. Ah, that looks fantastic.
Ooh, it smells good. I wish you could smell it. Gorgeous. All right, looks like it's time to eat.
Maybe we made Martha proud.
Yes.
Well, I say, I don't know who's been giving out my recipes, but this is a fine pork and beans.